Hammers up, everyone. Towley here. Today, we're going to be looking at the Warrior Legendaries in Shadowlands. We are finally on the actual alpha. Blizzard has kind of updated the alpha with the private event realm that we were using earlier this week, and Warrior Legendaries have been activated. And I wanted to let you guys know what you have in store if you are a Warrior of Azeroth out there, or as I guess we could say a Warrior of the Shadowlands. So the way it's going to work is you're going to have 4 class-wide legendaries and then 4 legendaries per spec. So I have them all laid out here in this little bag right here, just so I can properly lay them out for you. But once again, if you watch my video on the legendary UI, now we can actually craft them. So let's say I wanted to craft this lovely, this lovely chess piece. You would pick the Lego. So you have a choice between spell reflection lasts 200% longer and applies to your party, or the first intercepted attack grants you ignore pain and makes your next revenge cost no raise. So you put that there. You would pick your runes, which once again are made by scribes, the inscription peeps, then you create, and that's it. And obviously you need I believe, once again, you call this Carceris. I think that's how you say it, Carceris. Well, let's go over the actual legendaries so you guys know what's in store for Warriors in Shadowlands coming this fall. I don't know the date, I swear. So let's go over the class-wide ones. So we have, if Whirlwind or Revenge hits 3 or more enemies, it hits them 1 additional time. And let's see, Spell Reflection lasts 200% longer and applies to your party. This is going to be great for any kind of huge dungeon or raid AoE fights with, any bosses that might cast, single target or, just single cast magical damage. Activating Blade Storm, Recklessness, or Avatar randomly casts one of the other 2 abilities at reduced effectiveness. So this one, I could test this one out for you in a few here. That's a pretty good one, but the once you cast Avatar, I think Wreck or Blade Storm as a prot, let's say, only lasts like 2 or 3 seconds. I'm not even sure if it's worth it. You guys tell me what you think. And then we have this lovely little gem, which is Heroic Leap gains 2 additional charges. Now you might recognize some of these legendaries, and that's because a lot of the legendaries in Shadowlands are legendaries of the past. They are from the memories of the rune carver. That's the lore they're going with. So the way you get your legendaries is you go out, you farm the content, you find these memories, you bring them back to the rune carver, and he's like, oh, I remember that legendary that I made, way back in the day, back in tier 16, 4-piece for you guys. Hey, here it is. It's back again. So as I read these, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's from tier 18, or oh, that's a Torghast anima power, right? Or oh, that's a Legion legendary or a Legion artifact trait. So yeah, so the Heroic Leap 3 times 1 is pretty good. I mean, especially with the event theater, you can just go bam, 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 and then shadow. Yeah, have fun carrying flags, boys. I mean, it'll probably be disabled in PvP. I'm just assuming. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So those are the class-wide Warrior Legendaries. Now let's go up here with the Protection Warrior Legendaries. We have, and once again, these are all subject to change. They might add more or swap these out for others that they think is better. We have your Shield Wall ability now grants 50% of its effect to all party members. That's pretty awesome. I can see in Mythic Plus this being used a lot. A lot. Or if you want to run like double prot warrior in a mythic raid, put them in 2 different parties, they could probably help out with some huge AoE damage for more vulnerable classes. Like ones that can't defend themselves, like those poor shamans out there. We have each enemy you hit with Thunderclap reduces the remaining cooldown on Demoralizing Shout by 3 seconds. This one's pretty huge because it works pretty well with Booming Voice. If you decide to spec out of into the fray and you want to go Booming Voice, big uptime damage in dungeons. Shield Slam generates an additional 2 rage and reduces the remaining cooldown of Shield Wall by 4 seconds. Now, once again, you can only wear 1 legendary. So, maybe eventually you could wear 2 and you can synergize this one with the Shield Wall one. And then there's the first intercepted attack grants you ignore pain and makes your next revenge cost no rage. So that's what we have so far for Prot. For Fury, we have Rampage Critical Strikes, reduce your Recklessness and Enraged regeneration cooldown by 3 seconds. Pretty awesome. Your Rampage is a 25% chance to apply the Siege Breaker effect to your target for 5 seconds. Bloodthirst increases your haste by 2% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Now, as I'm reading these, feel free to post in the comments and tell me, oh, this is from this place, because I really have no idea where they're from, unless I were to look on Wowhead, and I'm too lazy for that right now. When Recklessness expires, your critical strike is increased by 5% for 5 seconds. Your Raging Blow will refresh the duration of this cooldown, of this effect. That's pretty cool. And for arms, we have Execute causes the target to take 25% more damage from your next Mortal Strike, stacking up to 2 times. Your Slam has a 30% chance to reset the cooldown of Mortal Strike. While Blade Storm is active, you automatically cast a total of 2 Mortal Strikes at random nearby enemies. And then your Mortal Strike has a 15% chance to apply the Colossus Smash effect to your target for 5 seconds. And these are the Shadowlands Warrior Legendaries that are currently in the game, but Blizzard did make a blue post confirming that they want to go with 4 class-wide Legendaries and 4 spec-specific Legendaries. And man, they have such a history of WoW to go through. Let me check out the Avatar one, if I can show you that one. That one's pretty cool. Let me get rid of... Oh yeah, going more one at a time, right? One at a time. All right, so when I cast Avatar, it should give me one of the other abilities. Let's see which one it gives me. It's either gonna be Blade Storm or it's gonna be Recklessness. And look at the buff and see how many seconds it's up for. 3 seconds. It's literally 3 seconds of Recklessness. I mean, you might be able to fit 2 abilities in that window. Would be cool though. I mean, you could probably maybe put all your abilities down, like Ravager and all that stuff, then pop it. And it's not that bad. I really want to know what you guys think, though. Leave a message in the comments. I want to know if you were to pick one legendary from the past, whether it be anywhere from Burning Crusade to the present. I think they're pretty much going with, like, I think Wrath to the present, based on the data mining. Let me know. Like, what would you choose? You know, I know for Prop Paladin, there's a few I choose. Once we get to the Prop Paladin Legos, I'll get into that. The next video for Legendaries will be Death Knight Legendaries, as I believe they are currently enabled on the Alpha build, as well as Mages, and I think that's it. And Brewmaster, no, Brewmaster doesn't have it. Yeah, Warrior, I believe, is the only, along with Mages, might be the only tank and DPS that currently have Conduits and Legendaries available. And once again, these Legendaries, you have to farm the memories to then return them to the Rune Carver to then unlock more of your Legos. And you can get these from any of the content in the world. It's kind of like Legion. So it does seem like we're back into a little bit of a grind to get these Legos unlocked. And once again, the base items, like these little white items here. Hold on, let me see if I can get Blade Storm to pop before I continue. Yeah, there you go. 3 seconds of Blade Storm when I popped Avatar. It's lovely. So once again, these right here can be made by blacksmiths. So that's going to make the profession system a lot better for Shadowlands, as every plate, mail, leather, cloth wearer is going to need these white pieces of gear that you would eventually be turning into a Lego once you get here to the Rune Carver at max level. And I think I could probably show you. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're the same. What item level was that, by the way? 175. And once again, 175 item level is pretty much, I think, a bit over heroic. It's like 5 item levels over heroic dungeons. And I know there's a way to increase the item level, but I forgot what that was. But you will be able to increase your item level just like you were in Legion. Now, we look at where's Frank the Tank. Yeah, if we go to Frank real quick, I believe I almost maxed out his blacksmithing all the way. Where are you, Frank the Tank? And can I make them yet? No, I can't make them yet. Can I? No, I can't. But I believe they're down here somewhere. Here we go. Shadowghast, Arm Guards. Here they are. Yeah, so this is the 175 gear, which honestly doesn't really require a lot of Shadowghast Ignites, as I call them. And then you need Enchanted Elysium Bar. I don't know how to make that one yet. But the Ignites themselves are pretty easy to make. You just need 1 ore from each zone. So yeah. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the Warrior Legendaries. Which ones do you think are OP? Which one will you be using? Which ones do you want? Go back in time. Let me know. Twitch.tv/Towley. I'll be doing more of this content on the live streams, but still giving it to y'all on YouTube. Hammers up. Peace out.